Al-Ittihad have a new manager, Marcelo Gallardo. Let's get into him and everything he has to offer. Al-Ittihad, let's go. Welcome back to the Saudi Pro League Newsroom. Ittihad have appointed Marcelo Gallardo, aka the Lamborghini Gallardo of managers. He's now in charge of Ittihad, and we're going to get into who he is, where he was as a footballer, as a manager, and what he has to offer for Al-Ittihad. So Abs, let's get into it, man. Tell me, who is Marcelo Gallardo?
First of all, gas bag, yeah. This guy is no Lamborghini of anything. The truth is, I didn't even know who he was.
I have no clue who Marcelo Gallardo is.
It popped up on my screen and I was like, boy, the research begins. Yeah, let's start at the beginning. So Gallardo, boy, he had a good career as a footballer, yeah, an attacking midfielder. But he played a lot. He played for River Plate, he played for Monaco, he played for PSG.
Yes, he did.
And he made appearances for Monaco and PSG. It wasn't just like the one or two that Salim Al-Dosari done, yeah? These were real performances.
So let's get into it. 367 games in his career.
I think he scored like 80 goals, was it? Or something?
77 goals. And for his... he's an international player.
Bro, he's a big player, Gallardo.
So he probably won a couple trophies.
He played, I think, up to 2004, was it?
Yeah. And he's got 44 games for Argentina. 13 goals. Decent player, okay. But attacking midfielder, are they ever good managers?
Who knows?
I prefer a centre-back as my manager. Maurizio Pochettino.
Oh, come on. Right. So look, he had a good career, and all the way up to 2011, he actually played football.
Yeah.
Right? Actually, let me rephrase. 2010 to 2011 season, I believe it was. Yeah. And he played for Nacional, and Nacional won the league. And at that moment, when he retired, he became a coach. And he did his coaching badges then.
Yeah, while he was playing.
Like a player coach. And then he became an official coach for the next season. And he had a good year. He retained the title. And he was doing good things at Nacional. So, River Plate come along. And do you know what? In Argentina, you got River Plate and Boca Juniors.
What did you do at River Plate?
Well, at River Plate, he was there for years. From 2014 to 2002, this guy managed 424 games. He won 200...
That's more than he played.
Exactly, bro.
Wow, okay.
He won 232. He's lost 101. And I think he's drawn around 90 or 91, something along them lines.
Bro, that's nearly a 60% win ratio.
Yeah, so look, what we got to look at is who this guy is and what his style is, yeah? So, I want you to think of George Jesus for Al-Hilal. Right?
Powerful.
The only way I can think of it,
Ball possession, and like you said...
Go on,
overload the half.
Exactly, and that is exactly what he does, yeah? So, when people talk about Gallardo, they always say his football is very basic. But I think basic football is the best football. You don't need to overcomplicate it.
Yeah.
So what he does is he controls the game, keeps the ball, and like you said, it's all about the overload.
Yeah.
Once he gets into that half, he's telling every player, make sure you're in that half. However, we have to look at the issues that this brings as well. So in his final year at River Plate as well, it fell apart. It really did, you know, they tried to...
It always does, man,
yeah.
when your tenure comes to an end.
That was like a good 8 years he was there or something. But there was institutional problems at the club, performance problems at the club, but there was a real problem with red cards. Now, I don't know if
I did not expect you to say this.
It is. Well, they got like 10 red cards in a short period of time.
Really?
Yeah? But this is Argentinian football. Right?
Is that how they play? They're fighting over there,
They was fighting and whatnot. But has this kind of come from the manager who's playing this over-aggressive style?
Never.
Or has it come from just Argentinian football?
Usually red cards come from playing poorly.
Yeah, I think it was just a loss of results, loss of form,
players losing their heads.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But look, Gallardo's formation, we have to talk about that. Because when you have someone that changes... Actually, what's your favourite formation, bro?
Me, 4-2-3-1.
Alright, cool. Unfortunately...
And 4-4-2. I love a 4-4-2.
Alright, so he does play that. So look, his main preferred formation is 4-3-3. At River Plate, though, he mainly played a 4-4-2 and a 4-3-1-2. So two strikers up top.
Very defensive.
Yeah,
4-3-1-2.
very defensive.
Yeah.
However, what they said was he uses this when he wants to be a counter-press team. Genius.
Yeah.
You know what? You want a manager that can change his formation here and there for different games.
That's what I look at. But look, as a Ittihad fan, that's gonna appreciate Marcelo Gallardo. Hopefully, and inshallah, he does well. Because again, I don't know nothing from him, so I have no expectations on him. However, I will critique him as I have to. So me listening to Abs tell me he's a manager that loves to change formation according to how the game is going. That is a plus and it's a huge win for me because man management during the game is the hardest thing for a manager.
Yeah.
The hardest thing.
So look, the honest truth is, I know you wanted to ask me if I thought he was right for the job.
Yeah.
The honest truth is, I don't know, guys. Yeah. I want to be completely honest here. I've never seen his football.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all this information we've learned in this short period of time is just research about him, and there isn't that much on the internet about him as well.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't know. Any of you watch River Plate? Let me know, guys. But I don't know if he's going to be the right man. But everything sounds positive. However, for me, I think Al-Ittihad are going in a venture where they're bringing in stars. So I think you need to bring in a big pull of a manager as well to maintain them stars.
Yeah,
but
look, we were
I don't
looking
know.
at, you asked me in the previous video as well, who did you want as manager? Look, I'm openly saying I wanted Zinedine Zidane.
I want Zinedine Zidane, guys,
I'm Ittihad, we can ask for it, yeah? I wanted Zinedine Zidane, I wanted a Carlo Ancelotti.
Paolo Maldini, yeah? Director of football. Now, I have a issue with Italian directors of football, hands down.
I love Paratici at Tottenham till he went to prison.
Yeah.
He brought in good players,
This
bro.
is my issue, guys, yeah? Italian football is very corrupt.
Yeah.
Right? And there's always investigations going into
Run by the mafia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so, but however, we have to look at what AC Milan went through a tragic time. These are the giants that fell from grace. Paolo Maldini looking to come back to football. He left AC Milan very recently. Let's just look at what he did there, yeah?
Yeah, go on.
So, Paolo Maldini is actually responsible for AC Milan's title. And I don't care what anyone tells me. They have not won the league since 2011. Paolo Maldini came into this club and he reshaped it. Yeah? He understood we're broke. He understood, you know what? Signing the likes of, I don't know, Schweinsteiger like United did and the Ibrahimovic and all these old players.
Boateng.
It ain't
Yeah,
it,
pointless.
guys. Yeah? So, look at the like of Rafael Leo and all these young players, Tomori,
Stars.
Mygon in goal. Like they are bringing
Tomori.
out players,
I
bro.
love
Yeah,
Tomori.
this was all Maldini. He changed the club. He made it youthful, and they went out there and they won the Serie A in 2021, and it was a brilliant achievement. However, when AC Milan win the Serie A, now it's about the next step.
Yeah.
AC Milan didn't take that, and they blamed Maldini for that. What they basically said is Maldini was now responsible for all the transfers, responsible for everything. And in his final year, he went and made some questionable signings, bro.
What do you do?
Signed Origi.
That's not bad.
What?
What,
Please.
for, wait, to play first team?
Yeah, bro, play first team.
Now, everyone knows Origi, Divock Origi from Liverpool.
Yeah.
He's one of the best super subs.
No, he's not, man. It's just, it worked for Liverpool sometimes. I'm sorry. Yeah, the guy's rubbish, man.
Bro,
Watch him
he
play.
scored a goal past Tottenham in the Champions League final. I'm scarred by him. Oh wait, Maldini
He
lost.
didn't do the job for that, yeah?
Wait,
look,
he lost the fans
he lost
based
the fans.
on Origi.
It wasn't off Origi. They finished fourth.
Okay.
Now, what you got to remember, the Italian fans are lawless as well. Yeah? You won in the league, then you finish fourth. They ain't having that. They're crazy. So, obviously, a lot of protests happened, and Maldini said, I'm a step away. You know what? I don't think he should have. I think he should have gone for another year.
I'll take
But
him at Ittihad, bro.
he stepped away. The problem Al-Ittihad have is there are a lot of clubs interested in Paolo Maldini.
Yeah.
However, I think a lot of it is rumours as well. I think Paolo Maldini will go to Al-Ittihad. I don't think anyone will be able to offer him a package like Al-Ittihad.
Yeah.
However, the likes of Manchester United, and I believe there was a French club, I cannot remember off my head, are interested in Paolo Maldini.
Who was Marseille?
Maldini, for me, will be a brilliant choice for Al-Ittihad. And for me, I just believe that this is the right thing for the Saudi Pro League. They need to now understand that if you're spending this much money, you need to be very advanced in your structure of your clubs. And they need to build the right structures to make these clubs be sufficient and make sure revenue is coming in where they don't have to keep pumping in the hundreds and hundreds of millions.
I think it's important for the PIF
Very important, bro.
to bring in the best directors of football in the world, because it's a very unique situation where the league is right now.
Yeah.
And you need to have the most experienced directors to come to the league to elevate it the way it should. Because as much as I believe some leagues don't need directors of football, that's the harsh reality. But what PIF and what the Saudi Pro League are trying to achieve, I think every single club in that league should have a director of football. And I'm excited at the rumours that Ittihad,
good step, man.
Yeah, are getting Paolo Maldini, because not only of the name and just bringing an audience, because people are going to follow where Paolo Maldini is going.
I will say this as well, though. If they don't get Paolo Maldini, but they bring in another DOF,
That's-
it's not a problem,
It's
guys.
not a problem.
It's about the structure.
Yeah, but Paolo Maldini is gonna come with a proven CV.
Why we coming with the name, like you said?
He's coming with a name. He's won the league at AC Milan. Like you said, AC Milan fell to the depth of. They went from the pinnacle of football. I grew up watching AC Milan, Rui Costa,
Do you remember
Maldini,
Kaka?
Nesta. Bro, Kaka came after them, man.
But do you remember when, even when they were falling from grace, Kaka at Old
Carried them.
Trafford
Yeah,
Heinze and Ever run into each other and fall
Watch
over?
the screen because
bruv.
I'm putting it on that.
I think actually it was at San Siro. It was pissing down, heartbroken.
Bro, it was one of the best clips I've seen in football where a man can make two footballers clash heads. But look, Paolo Maldini, if he does come to the club, I'm all here for it.
Ask you a question quickly on that. So you brought in Marcelo Gallardo.
Yeah.
Do you think because he's quite an unproven manager and not a well-known person, it would be better to have a more well-known director of football now to kind of this, link them star players into the manager?
I think it could work out either way. I think the director of football is more important in this current stage because, like I said, where the league is and the PIF is, a team like Ittihad needs a solid structure in place, and you can't have a structure allowed Nuno to play the way he did, because a director of football
and wait, more importantly, Nuno to say, Benzema, who are you?
That's my point. You can't. A director of football would have stepped in and put Nuno in his place to say Benzema starts. Yeah. Whoever's leaking this information that Benzema and Nuno have fallen apart, who is that? Nip it in the bud.
But because
exactly. So too much was going on at Ittihad. Too much with Jota as well. Let's not forget. So many reports. Jota signed for the club within a week. He had fallen out with the club and his moves about loan, and he's not going to be in the starting 11. Why am I seeing that? Because as fans, this should be questions that we can ask, but the club shouldn't be leaking information. Yeah. So director of football, Paolo Maldini, is way more important right now than a manager, because Al-Ittihad have lost the league. Yeah. So the director of football is way more important. So I think having Gallardo there, having a well-known name, I would have preferred, because one, I'm looking at this from a football point of view and a business point of view for the league, where it will draw more attention.
Also commercially.
Yeah, it will draw more attention to the league. And like I said, having a larger name will bring that. And then a player would have to respect you, because you have someone like Zinedine Zidane. Obviously, he's not coming, but imagine Zidane is telling you to make a run. You will run through a wall for Zinedine Zidane. Now, will these players react the same for Marcelo Gallardo? We will find out. I'm sure the fans will give Marcelo Gallardo the time of day and give him to the end of the season. The season's a write-off. Nuno has messed up that badly that we are sitting sixth. And the only way we can win the league is if Al Hilal, Al Nassr, maybe Al Ta'awoun, put them in there, I'll go on a crazy run on losses. And that's not going to happen, unfortunately. So Gallardo focus on top. Exactly. Gallardo should focus on top four. And like I've always said, I want to see progressive, attacking, wing play football, possession-based football. So bring that to the team, implement your style, and if you are good, we'll see where we go next year.
So look, guys, that was our Al-Ittihad revamp, yeah? And honestly, I hope it fails.
It's exciting times at Ittihad right now.
The difference of combos, isn't it?
Maldini, inshallah, it does happen, and that will be a positive step. Marcelo Gallardo, aka the Lamborghini, bro. Yeah, I will bring Akon to this video if I have to, yeah? I wish you the best. Let's see what happens.
On that note, guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget our brothers and sisters in Palestine. Keep making dua, and we will see you soon. Peace.